Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I was in the middle of trying to make a bunch of Dune Awakening content. Well, that game turned into a steaming pile of horse dookie. Um, it did not go well. This video is not going to be a slam on Dune Awakening, however, so I'm just going to leave it at that and I'm going to move on. What this is going to be going forward is just me going back to my roots, going back to my gaming roots, and just playing all sorts of stuff, seeing what's fun, seeing what's out there, seeing what could be cool. And I've been looking for a certain type of game. I've been looking for a game that could be called a crossover style game. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean a game that can be played on mobile and a game that can be played on PC as well. That way you can take your account and you can log into any device you happen to be at and you can play that game no matter where you're at. So I've kind of found one that I'm interested in. It's called Watcher of Realms, and I think it's been out for about 2 years now because they're recently celebrating their 2 year anniversary. So, yes, I know I am kind of behind the curve with this game. I do not have any foreknowledge of this game going into it. I did start an account and play for a day, and then I tried to load it up on my PC and do the account transfer thing so that I could log in on any device anywhere, and it did not work. I don't know what happened, but I did finally decide to just go ahead and start a new account. And what I had to do was so that I could make it, sorry about the sound there. What I had to do so that I could make it actually work to where I could cross over from PC to mobile was I had to create the account on PC and then do the account transfer function to be able to log into that account on mobile. So I would have thought with 2 years into this game, they could have had that system worked out just a little bit better, but I already had an account with a day's worth of progress on it, and I couldn't get the transfer function to work. It kept saying this account's not bound to an email, even though I had it bound to an email. So I don't know what that was about, but I decided to go ahead and just abandon that account and start fresh because I am doing content on this game and I wanted to show, what it's like for a new player to jump in. As you can see, I'm just level 3 and that's basically where I'm at in the tutorial at this time. You can see the campaign button is still flashing because it's still trying to get me to do, finish the tutorial. I don't have anything unlocked, and if I look at my hero roster, you can see that I basically just have the starter heroes and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and use it as a situation where I can show you what Watcher of Realms is like from a new player's perspective. I am going to make a lot of mistakes. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. If you're somebody that's watching this that knows a lot about Watcher of Realms, if you feel like you would like to, school me and counsel me on the mistakes that I've made and maybe possibly some better strategies than what you see me doing through this play series, I would appreciate that. I'm not a guy that cares when people try to correct me in the comments or, teach me a better way of doing something. I'm all about it. So if you feel like you would like to give me advice, I would love to have it because, like I said, I'm a completely new player in this game. And I've kind of been on the fence about should I watch content from other content creators about this game, teaching you best strats to do this and, best hero to use and most OP build. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, honestly, because I'm thinking about just trying to go into this and learn for my own self and see where it takes me. Today, after I make this video, I'm going to launch myself into working on this account. So I'm probably going to get, pretty far today because I plan on putting a significant amount of work into it. And I'll probably have a lot of this stuff unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and try to create my own guild. I'm going to try to unlock the storyline. I'm going to see how my luck holds with the heroes, and hopefully I'll get a legendary hero. On my first attempt at getting an account going, I did have one legendary hero that I pulled. I think I pulled Hex, and I'm not sure if he's any good or not, but he was my first legendary hero that I ever pulled, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I will try to save a lot of the pulls to do when I'm recording so that I can, show you how my account's fleshing out as a new player. But I do plan on trying to put a lot of effort into this today, and I won't be able to record a lot of it because I'm going to be off and on at work and stuff. So it'll be kind of a situation where I can't really record, but I'll keep a log of my progress and how I'm doing, so that you can see what it's like to play this game and see, kind of what it's all about. Because there's a lot of things that are locked as a new player at the start, and you don't really know what it's like to play the full game until you really get into it quite a ways. So let's go ahead and do what the campaign is asking me to do. Now you can see here that I've already done N1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because that's pretty much where the campaign, the tutorial has taken me to teach me how to play the game at the start. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this one. This is kind of, I guess this is a boss fight. Says it's a boss, and it'll kind of probably be where I think the tutorial finally lets me loose. These are the heroes I have to use right now. As you can see, I'm basically just basic starters. And at the start, this is kind of like I don't really know how to describe it. I wouldn't really call it a tower defense type game, but it's sort of the same type of mentality where monsters come at you and you have to stop them from reaching your core right here, which is your thing that you're trying to protect. You put down your beefy tank to, kind of stop their progress, and they have certain lanes that they have to go through to try to get to your, special area that they're trying to get to. This right here. If the monsters get past your guard and they get to this area too many times, like 2 or 3, I think it is, your attempt is over for that time. Oh, wow. Look at all these enemies. It looks like they're serious. Oh, and here comes the boss. What's he going to do? Destroy them all and eat them all to be bigger? That's probably what I'm thinking he's going to do. Yep, there he went. So he's so evil, he kills his own people. Okay, I got you. I'm going to go ahead and put my healer out. I'm going to put my healer right here so that she focuses on my 2 main dudes, this guy and this guy. Keeping them healed up because they are the most important. Each hero has a special ability. This second bar down here, when it gets charged up, you can put that off. And he's my only guy that has that ability ready to go right now. So we're wailing on him and doing some damage. We're taking him down. He's almost gone. And then my healer's working on healing up my dudes as they fight. Boom. He's done, but I guess he's not done yet. Okay, so we got a second evil reincarnated version of this guy. Okay, that guy's doing his special power automatically, it's obvious. Because when his bar got charged up, it automatically started doing it. And this is your standard, kind of whatever this kind of style of game is called. Alright, this guy's got his special ability ready, Sword of Retribution. The healer's got hers ready. My main wizard dude has got his ready, so we'll put that out. We lost our archer. He's down here regenerating. He'll be able to be deployed again here as soon as this counter's out, but we'll have him dead before then, it looks like. Maybe, if he doesn't kill everybody before that happens. Okay, there we go. Let's take him down. Very good. Very good, team. Boom.
No one injured.
So after each battle, you get the ability to have a reward based on how many stars you got. If you let some of the enemies go through, then that takes away one of your completion stars. And I'll show you that on the map here in just a minute. That time I let no enemies go through and all the objectives were met, so I should have a 3-star completion on this level. Also, your people get experience. I'm not sure if it's just the ones that you deployed in the battle get experience or if everybody in your roster gets experience, but I think it's just the people that you have deployed get the experience. And then you can see my healer went up to level 2, so I made a little bit of progress on that one. So if you hit next, I'm still in the tutorial, so I've got this tutorial message popping up, but you can see you get rewards. Like a lot of games, you get rewards based on a first-time completion, and then if you redo the level, you'll get just the normal rewards, whatever those are. But for first-time completion, I got this, and this is kind of like a level up material from what I've seen before. But I'm going to go ahead and do this because the tutorial's making me. Okay, so now I've got some promotion materials in my stash from that battle that I just fought, and it's asking me to promote my character. So this is kind of in the same vein of a lot of these character builder type games, character collector type games where you collect heroes and you put effort into leveling them up, starring them up, and gearing them up, and raising their skills and all that stuff. You can also promote them to another rank. So at this time, I'm going to promote him when one of his stars is going to turn purple, and that's going to mean that he's promoted, and he's going to have a new power up passive, a new skill called power up. He's also going to get bonuses to his attack stats and his defense and health. These are the attributes: HP, attack, defense, and magic resistance. Kind of your standard, game stats for this kind of thing. I needed 4 of these items to be able to do it, and I got 4 of 4 on that last battle because it's kind of like a tutorial thing. It's telling me do this. So now I'm going to promote this guy. I've noticed that sometimes they change their appearance when you promote them, but they definitely do get stat ups and skill ups and stuff like that. But now you can see he's kind of changed. Now he's more human looking, and he has a magical arm, and he's missing an arm over here, so I don't really know what that's about. I guess we'll find out more in the story because Voltus is kind of like one of the main characters of the story. So now he is powered up, and you can see he got an attack range boost for his next power up, and that'll be really cool because that's super important in this game. The placement of your heroes determines where they can actually do their attack. Some of them are up close and like 1 square away, but a lot of them, like him, they have a range attack, and now if he gets another promotion, he'll have an addition to his range out there in the middle to where he can reach out there and touch them just a little bit farther. He'll just need 8 more of these things, whatever they are. Alright, so the campaign is still asking me to keep on with the tutorial, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here because I wanted to just basically make this be an introductory video for you to let you know what I'm playing and what I'm thinking and why am I even interested in looking at this game after all these years, after 2 years. I wanted to see if this game could be fun again, or if it is, I guess I need to rephrase that, if it is still fun after 2 years. I know a lot of people have been playing this game hardcore, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm a little hesitant to play a mobile style game again because I know how the gacha mechanics work and how a lot of games try to just rip you off at every turn with the amount of money they ask you to spend. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I used to play games like Game of Thrones Legends, Puzzle Quest 3, and a lot of those games were really, just ridiculous with the gacha and the taking of your money. Just every turn. Companies like Zynga were really bad about, if you want this, you got to buy this, and I get it. They got to eat, and I get it. You, as a player, need to have ways to support the development of the game if you want the game to be around so that you can play it and they can afford to make new content. But they were just ridiculous and they were just super greedy. I lost a lot of money in Game of Thrones Legends, and it really just burnt me to the point that I just got disgusted with the game and had to quit it. Um, they, I mean, I spent a lot of money in that game, and I'm ashamed to say that how much I spent. I don't even really want to get into that because I'm still paying off my credit card bill from that game, Game of Thrones Legends. But they had a bad habit of tricking you into spending because it was the new meta, and then they would turn around and they would nerf stuff a month after you spent hundreds of dollars on something because this character looked like it was going to be the next big thing. And it was, because they set it up that way to bait you. And then when you put your credit card down and spent the money, a month later it would get nerfed and then it was worthless. And your purchase was just basically invalidated. And they spit in your face and said, you know, screw you, loyal customer. We don't care. We're just in it for the money. So that's one of the reasons why, that is the main reason why I quit playing Game of Thrones Legends. I just got sick of the stupid, greedy development practices that game espoused, and I just couldn't handle it no more. So I'm looking to try a new one. I am going to go about this as free to play as possible. I may throw, you know, a little $2.99 or a $5 thing here and there, but I am not going to go at this spending hundreds of dollars like I have at games in the past. So I think that'll be kind of a more interesting little, you know, way to play the game as a free-to-play player, and you can see if I'm successful at it or not. So you can decide whether you maybe want to play this as well. So that's just kind of a little introductory about where I'm at with this game and what I'm thinking about doing. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that this is something that you want to watch, because I definitely want to make content that you're interested in. So if you've liked it, let me know in the comments. You know, tell me about it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I could do better. Teach me how to play the game. Tell me what's good. Tell me some good strats. I'm listening. But I can't interact with you if you don't comment. So like and subscribe and, you know, do all the things so that I can keep this channel going. And I'll appreciate you as a watcher. And I'll be making content for you in the future. Talk to you later in Watcher of Realms. Peace.